I was teaching my son to drive. I actually forget what year this was. Probably in the 80s sometime. And my son Mike, I actually named my son Mike after my good friend named Mike from high school. Because my friend Mike was a natural born leader and he had a lot of good qualities, and I wanted my son to get those qualities as well, so that's why I named him Mike. So I was teaching Mike how to drive. Now Mike I had these little push go-karts that I built for Mike when he was a kid. So Mike learned how to steer, which is one of the basic skills that you need to drive a car. Mike knew how to do that from when he was very young. So when it came time to teach him how to drive, it came much easier to him. So now I think Mike eventually, my first wife divorced me in 1982, and Mike grew up mostly at my ex-wife's house, and I think he got driving lessons when he was over there. I'm not sure. Somehow he either had his learners or something, or was a new driver. So for some reason, like, he needed a person with a license to be with him. So that was me, and Mike was driving. So we went out to the airport, and we're driving along. It's highway speed in the summer, and I see this tiny little wisp of smoke come out of a car that was probably maybe 15 car lengths in front of us. And even that little wisp of smoke, I said, Mike, there's a fire. That car's got a fire. He's going to pull over. Sure enough, the smoke is billowing more and more, and the guy pulls over. Now we're going to turn around because we have to take the off-ramp to get over the bridge to turn around and get back to Edmonton. So if you can imagine, there's this long triangular spot between the highway and the off-ramp, which is on your right. There's that little triangular area where you can pull over. Well, that's where this car went. It pulled right over, and the off-ramp was a single lane. So I told Mike, I said, watch for people jumping out of the car and jumping in front of you, just like this guy right here gonna run right into me. Because people, they go crazy. They want to get away from the smoke and the flames. They're just gonna dive right out into traffic, and I don't want Mike to hit them. And sure enough, they did. Luckily, Mike was prepared. Probably, you know, he might have been even without me being there saying anything, but he was prepared. These people were piling out like rats from a sinking ship, and luckily Mike slowed down. He was able to avoid them all.